hotel-ish vibes. The idea of the haunt is that it was created in the early 1900s by a family with the last name Milton. The most recent heir to the Milton estate is Thomas Milton, who inherited large plots of lands as well as a almost decrepit manor. But due to being on hard times, Milton sold much of the land and refurbished his manor and turning it into a hotel, if you will, the Milton Creek Manor. Over time, it became the hotspot in the 1920s for people to go to and spend their restful nights meeting Milton as well as his lovely wife, Agnes, who he met because of the house, and they fell in love absolutely madly and were wed quickly, and she became pregnant with his first son. He was extremely happy with all this, but just as soon as it became happy, it became sad, as the pregnancy made her very ill, and the doctor told her to get bed rest as much as possible. And she passed away in childbirth. This is the first room. This is the lobby. Typically you'll find Mr. Milton himself, as well as his second in command, Nick Croesus, the bellhop. The two people in here, I know I love that pun, it's so good. The two actors in here are once again very sweet, but Nick is a demon who plays the role of a bellhop and is very much his Milton's right-hand man. And in life, he groveled and praised Milton as much as he possibly could to get where he is. Well, not today, but today. Milton himself is, you'll find later, not the man he once was. He is, well, we'll get to that. It's actually a TV screen. In operations, you will see two children hanging out, and they will pop out and scream at you. Another element is actually right behind you guys. That is our hat rack ghost. There we go. Ooh. He's very spooky. He does get people, specifically me. But this room is the first bedroom, and a couple ghosts by the name of Lady Verona and Victim Victoria hang out in here. Lady Verona is a very sorrowful soul who came to the haunted house, the manor, looking for a restful night's sleep, but was captured by Milton and joined the rest of our family here. She desperately wants out. She had a life outside of all this, but sadly she was tricked and ripped of her life outside. Another fun technical element are actually these things. They are called stretch walls, and if you push against it, it gets kind of creepy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on the other side of this, and if you guys want, you can also experience pushing on these as well. So, secret door! Maya disappears behind the secret door. And this is the effect that you will get.
Nice.
So, you see it, you're coming around. There is a bartender here along with my favorite, Jim the Bar Ghost. Bartender Bernard typically hangs out in here, has a very loud shaker. He also can slam the door down and interact with guests like that. And while they're coming in and he's talking to them, aggressive Agatha slams this thing open and spooks out. It's very cool. Entertaining. She's also gotten me a couple times. I was not expecting her to be back there. As he flings the door open, his wife, now decrepit and tattered in the once lovely clothing and beautiful hair she had, now a hobbled mess of a wretch covered in grave dirt and her own blood and vomit. She appeared to him. He said, "This is not what I wanted. What have you done to her? You terrible stranger, please leave, take her with you. Payment is due, Thomas Milton. I want your soul." Am I ready? Are y'all ready?
Yes.
So it's very loud.
Yeah.
Typically the person standing back here is another maid. She loves to use this and loves to scare me with it. Not very fun, but every time she gets me, she'll sink down and go like, so cute. She's so cute. She was trapped here. As a movie star, she came to stay at the Milton Creek Manor, but as fate would have it, all of her fame and fortune was ripped away from her as one night she was taken from this world too soon. And angry at the thought of being stripped of so much, she became hostile, and every person that comes through here, she desperately begs, for their soul and for some sort of relief from all of this. You have this, which is of course the oven. It opens up and you can slam it shut. This opens and slams shut. One of my actors was in here alone yesterday during the haunt, and he loves now to stick his head in that hole and scream as people walk by. So you'll see him banging on the side of it and going, "Dinner's ready!" It's so good. It is so good. Flexible in his existence. He exists to fill a hole that Milton needed. He wanted souls, and Switcher Stanley said, "Of course, master," and became that necessary spot. Here, he was also stuck in here when Milton first turned into a demon, but fun fact about this area, it has actually got two, there's one there, and I think there's one right over there, 2 air conditioners that are going most of the night. These newspapers have to do with deaths relating to a hotel. You see that one? There's the massacre at the Alistair Hotel, 13 dead, and you have, oh gosh, where are the other ones? This one, model found dead in a hotel. It's just a lot of really interesting stories that are displayed out here. And the character that resides in here is actually what we call morphing Milton. Milton, in this part of the haunted house, is realizing the semblance of self that is still remaining in his body, is realizing his mistakes and how much hurt he has caused. And that part of him is coming out begging people to leave and get out as fast as possible, but nobody listens to him, so he's gone insane.
I'm gonna say something to do with all the bones.
So this is the crawl space, and in here resides a demon by the name of the Bone Golem. He is more of a pest than anything for Milton. He saw a space that he could fill as well, and decided, oh, all these souls look lovely to eat, so why not stay a while? Real, I promise.
Looks very real though, yeah.
But it does lead for a wonderful scare in here, as this is the basket of Laundry Leonard. Laundry Leonard is another demon who saw a place and took it, because he is not entirely human and he's not entirely monster. So, yeah.
Very cool.
And this is another, if you feel like getting in here, this is another place that I suggest taking a picture in, as it's got a bunch of stuff that you can pull over your head, and yeah, he has fun. Looking, gosh, he's cool.
God, I want to give him a boop on the snoot.
I have done it multiple times.
Demon Milton, and I assume he shoots out this way.
He does, actually.
Very cool.
An opportunity that you guys can go back there if you want to. I'm going to show you how to operate the demon.
Yes, I would love to know how to operate a demon.
Totally, yeah. Okay, so I do want you to watch your step right here. This is kind of the easiest way to get over there. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, I can take you around back.
I want to boop the snoot.
You are welcome to boop the snoot if you guys want to play. So I'm going to be taking you out too, but this is just the basic movement. They move forward and slam them against the track, and then after the scare, they pull them back real gentle and make sure he's forward. So yeah.
How
Very
come
cool.
they choose not to do it sensor-based?
We believe that it's a more effective scare because sensors can't go off immediately. Like, this thing, sensor, perfect. But when you see somebody coming and a human's going, oh, this would be a perfect time, and they press the button, it's much more effective. See, from this area, I can see everything. I like to come up here in the middle of a haunted house night and just listen to the screams, like, oh, there's someone in the kitchen. Oh, there's someone in the lobby because I heard a scream. There's someone in the laundry room because there's a scream. But it's very fun. This is where lighting comes and turns on for the night. This is where I come and turn sound on for the night. So right here is my control panel. So you have the full maze sound effects, as well as the pathway sound effects. When I press go, it's gonna get a little loud for a second. Hear every aspect of the haunted house, the music from the living room or the lobby, you'll hear the banging from the closet hands, you'll hear.
All right, everyone, that concludes the behind-the-scenes tour of Milton Manor. So we spent about, with our discount, maybe like $23 to $25 on that. It retails at about $30. 45-minute tour, small group, it looks like. Our guides, Mariah and Alex, were awesome, super knowledgeable, showed us all of the really cool effects. Definitely worth it. I highly recommend taking that tour. You get to see all of the fun technical elements, all of the little hidden things, and then when we're back here at night, we will do the whole thing full out. So definitely looking forward to it. I guarantee you, even though you can see all of it with the lights on, it's still going to be crazy at night with all of the scares and the actors that they have in there. So really fun tour, and thank you again to our tour guides. They were awesome.